It's the Cable
This is quite possibly one of the worst packs you could actually open in this cube. Very difficult to open a cube this bad. I might grab the Doomsday. I've been Doomsdaying a lot in the No Holds Barred stuff. Welcome Mayhem Strength. First of their name. As the first person into the cube, the first person into the stream today, you do get to make all stream decisions, and you are the stream emperor. Kind of an odd rule. I don't know. I'm still putting brain Cougs. That hasn't changed. That hasn't changed. Look how broken this cube is. I was saying, this is like the lowest power pack you could like come together with out of this cube. It's like all scraps. Little Emperor Bones action. Little Emperor Bones action, maybe. Maybe I'll take that Wheel of Fortune. Maybe I'm still just an Atali gamer, just always Atali all the time. Let's wheel. Hey, No Miss, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 26 months there. Appreciate it. Little Ancient Tomb action. Little Tombage. Still haven't seen an initiative card. Snarset and Wheel of Fortune is sort of a combo. We could try Name Sticker Goblin. I don't know what we'd be goblining into. Gobble gobble. Well, Flash is at least some kind of a direction. I should probably be grabbing Crocus, but I'm going to grab Flash. Mockingbird's interesting. There's the Oracle. Well, I'm not passing that one. I'm not doing that. Sucks that we lose Sewers, but you know. Excuse me. Excuse me. Look at this streamer sneezing all over the place. This could be a start to something great. Could be a start to something beautiful. They could also crash and burn. Kind of unfortunate that we have that option, but hey! Oh, man. What's the name of the one black card that works with Thassa's Oracle again? I always forget its fucking name. Exile the top 6 cards of your library, and then flip. Demonic Consultation, that's it. That's probably the most important pickup for us in our current spot. If I'm serious about this Wheel of Fortune, I could grab that Spire Bluff Canal. I'm thinking if I'm going to try and play Doomsday, I'm not very serious about the Wheel of Fortune. I'll just grab a Thunder Trap Trainer. So Zagoth Triome really helps with the, like, we need to pay these mana costs, right? So having, like, some blue-black duels, some Swamp Islands, makes a lot of sense. However, Gush is really good with Doomsday, so I'm going to grab Gush, I guess. I guess. One of these days, I'll pick a piece of fixing. One of these days. What are the changes? I think the biggest change is that the cube is 450 cards. So you should be like, I don't know what the exact stat is, but like you're a solid percentage more likely to like actually have your combo pieces in the draft, and you're also more likely to open a piece of power. Like, I don't know if it's like 10 to 15% more likely. It's some percentage more likely to get the nuts. I think it's going to end up having a big feel in how it plays out. Hey, there's a fixer. 360 are opened. Oh, you think I've got the math wrong? It's 495. I could have sworn it was 450. This is something we can check. This version of the cube is 510 cards from the article this morning. There was an article this morning. The earliest article I can find is from the 2nd. So yesterday. Yeah, how could I not find that on their main page? They made it 510 cards. That's weird. I wonder what they added back in. Because it was going to be smaller than that, right? A little bit of waffling back and forth. Probably supposed to be grabbing the crab. A little something for the flash, maybe. Jace is interesting. I don't think it's going to be a Mana Vault deck. It doesn't tap for it doesn't tap for my things, does it? Could take Rafine's Tower. I would take Underground Sea over any of these cards, for sure. Frantic Search and Probe both make a lot of sense. I'm wondering if I should be grabbing, like, Strand or Talisman, though. Like, our mana base needs some help. Yeah, let's do this, and hopefully we can wheel something. Wheel a little something. Spell Pierce is interesting. I think I'm just grabbing Troll. So currently I don't have an Underground Sea to grab. We just have Xander's Lounge. So I'm going to grab Darkslick Shores over Verdant, I guess. We do want actual islands for Gush, but we also want to be able to, you know, cast our shit. And we have kind of two fetches, right, with the Flooded Strand and the Troll already. Oh shit, what up? Hey JH James, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 88 months. Is the update that it was trimmed? Well, originally it was going to be trimmed more, I thought. I thought it was going to be fewer than 510 cards. I thought it was going to go down to like 450. And maybe my memory is wrong, but it was definitely in the 400s. And it seems like they added more cards back on when they re-added it. A little odd. Man, I really don't like Limdell's Vault. I like it a lot more if we actually get the 2-card combo with Oracle. We kind of don't know if we're going to get it or not, though. So, like, maybe I should just grab the good card, just grab a Cult Epiphany. I don't know. How is this cube different from Classic Vintage Cube? It's a more powerful Mutant Turtle Hermit. There's cards like Time Vault that get excluded from the typical Vintage Cube due to balance concerns and play experience and stuff. And initiative. So once a year, well, at least they did it last year too, they bring out the No Holds Barred Cube. Give people a slightly different play experience. Well, World Spine Worm is quite good to pair with Flash, so I'm going to scoop that one. Perhaps the best, huh? Perhaps the best to pair with Flash. Yeah, Gleemox. Gleemox, perhaps the best Magic card ever printed. You can kind of say that about anything. Thassa's Oracle, perhaps the best Magic card ever printed. I said perhaps. It's all relative. Weren't you listening? I don't love the Planisphere, but I guess there's a chance I could play it. I think I'm very low chance to play this Talisman. It's kind of good with the Ancient Tomb that... Maybe I just cut, huh? Maybe I just cut that Tomb. Oh, but the Tomb could help me cast this Relic of Sauron. It's a fun one. Hey, Stalingua, glad you're enjoying the content. The Mana Vault got a lot better with the Crab Abomination. We can just cast a damn crab. I'm probably supposed to be grabbing this Rafine's Tower. Palantir, a little awkward with Doomsday shenanigans. A little not ideal with what I'm trying to do here. Have the holds been unbarred? The holds have been unbarred! The hatches unbattened! The skies have been cleared. I like this song. It's about driving the speed limit because there's drugs in the car. It makes logical sense, right? Could grab a fetch. I think I'm going to take this Force of Negation. Part of winning at Magic is not dying, and Force helps with that. Man, our deck did not really pan out. We had like no Moxen or anything. When does this new cube end now? It's around for a week. I guess I take Shelldock. I guess. Suppose. Maybe I want Wishclaw. Looking at Thought Scour, looking at Cabal Ritual. I think I need this Cabal Ritual, actually. It's not very good, but I do need it. The classic holiday cube? Do you mean the vintage cube? My emotional support Cabal Ritual? I mean, it casts a Doomsday, right? It casts a Doomsday. Maybe I need a removal spell. Maybe I need that Infernal Grasp. I hate that you lose some life. Very poor with Doomsday. What about grabbing the Overgrown Tomb and just, like, playing this Oath of Druids? Just Oath into Crab. Hope it wins. Oath into a fucking Thundertrap Trainer. There we go. Oh my god, this deck just got so much better. This deck just got a lot better. We still don't have fast mana, so we're not going to be, like, really popping off. I think this Prism's actually good. The rare spot where I want that card. So Woodfall Primus is another good one for Flash. I'm very tempted with the Emrakul and Sheldock Isle because Doomsday can set that up. I think I'm just supposed to grab Wishclaw. Now that we have Demonic and Oracle, right? I get Treyu, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 54 months there. And Merlin 86, thanks for the sub, thanks for 58. You're very welcome, Mr. Monad. How's the sound quality? The sound levels, rather. Are the tunes too loud? Levels are fine. What if I mumble really quiet? Does it sound good? Does it sound fun? Yeah, the voice volume never gets messed with. It's always the tunes. MTGO's too loud. Alright, I adjusted it a very slight touch. Is this it? Is this just a deck? I'm kind of fine devoting a few extra cards to mana. Because I'm literally just trying to cast Demonic Consultation and Thassa's Oracle. I'm not sure if I like the Ancient Tomb. It's good for casting Relic of Sauron, which then fixes my mana. Let's go with Talisman. It's like kind of bad with the rest of the deck. Maybe I just don't play it, Yeah, the paying life is awkward too with Doomsday. Yeah, we have too much life pay here. Alright, what do we got? 3 forests. No thank you. How's this look? That looks good. Let's do this. Save, export. Sure. Apparently, hoons mean like 6 different things. The slang changed so quickly. Like they had a specific definition in their own like region. I think this is pretty good. If I get Containment Priested here, I'm gonna be so sad. Yeah. They're so fucking snap ready. No, I'm good. I almost did it on my turn too to prevent that, but then you don't get to eat the 1/2. You don't get the extra 1/2 value. Yeah, I was worried about the Pendant Prism getting fucked with. That's why I used it immediately, even though having the mana would have been nice. Gross. Well, I think that wins, huh? I think I can get Dam in here. Opponent took a mole. Sure. So we could Cabal Ritual Doomsday here. I kind of just like passing and holding up Counterspell. Almost a full week. So close, Abid Kadabi. Huh. I guess the cleanest win is still Demonic Consultation. Mana short from doing that here. We could put Cabal Ritual in the stack again, and then Cabal Ritual, and then Prism Filters 1. It's not enough. Oh shit, what up? Hey, beers. Yeah, still no holds barred. I think I want to gush this turn, and then not play Oracle. I want to play Oracle with an empty library here. So I'll Gush down to 3 cards, Crack Bauble down to 2 cards, Thunder Trap Trainer down to 1, draw for the turn, passes Oracle. Or I guess the Demonic Consultation could just do it next turn. I shouldn't be so worried. Whatever I put on the bottom, I'll like just draw with a Thunder Trap Trainer. Just draw next turn. So maybe put the Consultation on the bottom and then just Trainer for the Force Negation. Kind of dig that. Flash a Fatty, win next turn. Well, flashing a Fatty doesn't win next turn. Oh, you would have just like gushed and then flashed in a worm or something. Just had 15 power. Could have been solid. Hey, good evening, Jay Wallum. Okie dokie. Are we fully no holds? Supposedly, we're fully no holds. Alright, I'm going to play into Solitude, but I think I just got to go for the win here. I guess it's not playing into Solitude because we still have... No, yeah, but we can't cast it, yeah. I could cycle the Xander's Lounge. Is that a thing I want to do? Yeah, right? And now we do beat Solitude. Nice. Yay. Nice Solitude. Well, thank you. I think I'm going to have Skydiver in over Force Negation. They showed me some things very much worth stealing. I don't think I can keep this. If Doomsday was like my main way to win, this would be a keep. Or Flash was my main way to win. But yeah, we got some serious mana issues, and we don't really do anything. This is like oddly closer, but we're gonna maul. Maybe I should have cracked on myself. That doesn't make any sense. Would we exile? Worm, but nothing else of note, really. Cool. Good consultation. One of the few safe names for demonic consultation, right? Basic land name. Very unlikely to deck. Alright, I'm just gonna jam. Not necessarily game winning, but it does gain 6 life, draw me 2 cards. Certainly a good thing to be doing. Did I seen the Mind Twist art in the cube? Jesus fuck. Rabbits has opinions. This is an insult to Magic players everywhere. I don't think I have. Resolves. Do I find flashing fun? It's okay. Not my favorite way to win. Not my least favorite. Mother Runes is a little annoying. Not to hijack the chat about this horrendous art. Hey, sometimes attention needs to be brought to something very important. So I think I'm going to play the island, and if they try to silence me on upkeep, I can tap Swamp, I can tap Island, Swamp, and then cycle Xander's Lounge into Gush, and then replay Island, tap Talisman. Hey, Commander Taz. Thanks for the sub. Oh, they should have swords before my Doomsday resolved, I think. +6 life post-Doomsday feels like a lot more. It'd be like giving me 3 life if they swords pre-Doomsday resolving. So we actually have them covered with the Narset, but I'm going to play the Consultation anyway. Brim's Widway Mobster. Do I have one on top? I don't. Damn. Yeah, we had that Solitude covered, huh? 6 ways to Christmas there. It feels like... I don't know. I don't know if this hand's any good or not. It's like really borderline, right? Need that second land before we can do anything, but once you have your second land, it feels like this should do stuff. More Boros shit, huh? Yeah, that's right. I'll force a stab the Storyteller. Fuck. So Oracle, the good thing about drawing Oracle is now if I get that second land for Pendant Prism, the win is set up. What's up, Mom? No, Mom! I don't need any more pizza rolls! You already made me half a bag! Just leave them in the fridge, I'll heat them up later, Mom! I've got friends over! Well, we definitely need that second land sooner rather than later, now that Adeline's joining. That's a real fucking clock. That's a real fucking clock. Oh my god, there's rabbits, there's humans coming to play tapped. Land! Go, come on! Come on! Come on! I'm gonna die like the turn before I'd have it. That's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna have to like flash in Crab and hope that they've got like a Parallax Wave in their hand or something. You were expecting the update would mean removing the Oracle Consultation combo? Really? It actually made you more likely to get the Oracle Consultation combo. The update. Yep. So here I am facing lethal. I can play the Prism, but I won't have a next turn to get my 3-mana combo down. So it is time to flash a Crab and see if that performs a miracle. Crab life. All right, Crab. I'm gonna need something real good. A 4th Aerolingus or a Cathar Commando. All right, you win. Damn. What mic do I use? I use an Audio-Technica, and I do recommend it. I think mine's the AT2020, but they've got like a really good run. I've seen like fancy fuck super successful YouTubers using Audio-Technicas too. They're affordable, really good quality. I've had this one for like not a decade, but like 60 years or something now, and it's really good. I recognized Joel using one. I don't know if any of y'all watch him, but he just like sits there with his fucking mic, like holding it, no pop filter or anything, just like and just talks. Looks really good. About as much quality as I want streaming with all the compressions for Twitch and OBS. Waste of a nice mic. Yeah. I very briefly flirted with like having an audio mixer and like an actual high quality mic and all that stuff. And that was a fucking nightmare. Just a goddamn nightmare and a half. Some of the least fun I've had with technology trying to get that stuff to work. Really cleanly set up for a turn 3 kill here. Limdol's Vault's gonna do a sad parody of a Vampiric Tutor. I sound like Wisconsin Morgan Freeman. Yeah, I do have a lot of what's the word for that? That'll gravel in the voice. If you go to if you listen to some of my like very earliest like interviews and videos that I did for Channel Fireball, I sounded very different. And I didn't like it. Very high-pitched, squeaky Muppet. Oops, undo. Fuck. Well, we can just go through again, I guess. Yeah, we need that Thassa's Oracle. I thought I was looking for Demonic, whatever. Opponent's gonna be so confused. Alright, Thassa's Oracle. This is the flex rotation. Alright, we're gonna say no this time. I win! Turn 3 on the play! Yeah, this is the whole point of the No Holds Barred cube, is the cheesy wins, the time vault stuff. The whole purpose is to not be very balanced, to be a little bit different than the regular cube. I would argue in the wrong direction, but who am I, right? Just some guy. Just some Cuban motherfucker, that's all I am. The least Magic played possible cube, right. This is not keepable. Sure. I guess. Well, that's going to be a pretty nice self-contained clock, huh? Could play out Trainer. I think I'm going to play the hold counterspell up here. Turn 3 is a pretty nice power turn for Boros. Adelines and Lelias and all that business, huh? Gleemox? We're Gleemoxing? Just gleefully moxing? Any good changes? Yeah. I don't actually know what the exact cube list is, because it wasn't the one from their first article. I don't think. Shit. Kind of needed that, huh? There's a good chance that a white deck was going to be able to disenchant it, but if they hadn't, we would just have the win on our turn. As is, I don't know. Maybe I Trainer and look for Flash for the Vaultborn Tyrant. Taking some pretty serious damage. I was going to cast it now. I got traumatized in that first round. So we haven't seen Oracle yet, right? We bottomed with the Narset, we bottomed with Thundertrap Trainer, and we didn't see Oracle off either of those. So a bottom of 3 and a bottom of 3. So we're drawing into a pile of like 18 here. Does it look like they just have lethal next turn? We're at 19. 19's a lot. Oh, and the 3 from Shelldock, right? So we're 9 deep. So the Oracle's in my top 15 cards. Churning through. Top 10 cards. Flage coming down, huh? This game's going on way longer than I thought it was going to, actually. It's turn 7. Hot diggity. If we had just naturally drawn the Oracle, we'd be crabbing and drawing. Maybe like play the Ritual off the Shelldock, play the Crab, have more mana up, that sort of thing. Draw a couple more cards. I'll respond. Do we have a Brim's Baron? KLD wins the match. Oh, it's 2 Boros down. We get to play first? It's a little awkward that we're just tutoring a duel and then like planning nothing on turn 2. I guess we could draw a good land naturally. Flash Reanimator side plan, not the worst. Yeah, like kind of works with what we're doing, huh? I like how last game the Flash stuff drew me into the other win. That was kind of cool. Yeah, if we had an actual Underground Sea, then we could just death turn 2 or play out the trainer or something. Hell yeah, Tommy. They have a Cave Troll. Who would win? 1 Monkey, 1/6/5 Troll. Both banned in Legacy. Both banned in Legacy, oddly enough. Equally powerful cards here. I think I'm supposed to serve. It might be wrong. I'm gonna serve. The Flayed, sure. And I'm getting like appropriately punished for serving. Like, we're not gonna race them. What am I doing, right? Like, I paid 6 life to get my troll down. I kind of knew it was bad when I did it too. The serve. Taking 2 damage, not like the end of the world, but exiling a random card from my deck could be huge, right? So if I lose a life to Talisman of Dominance to play the Doomsday, I'll be at 11, and I'll go to 5, actually. A little awkward. 5 life is a spot where, like, a Thari kills you. It's a little specific. Kind of wonder if I can just do the whole combo next turn. Maybe that's cowardly. Ashiok Nightmare Weaver. And now we can't cast Doomsday. Pretty awkward. So we draw, we have 4 cards, we gush, we're down to 2. I don't think I'm going to need Flash. If Gush gets countered, I mean, I'll just be dead the next turn anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, none of this matters. What am I doing? I'm trying to think if, like, a counter spell is better, or I should be trying to get to 0 cards. Or, like, the Demonic Consultation, right? So I could float blue, gush, draw 2 cards. I have the Thassa's Oracle already. Let's just try Demonic Consultation counterspell. If we had more info on their hand, there might be a spot where you play the Oracle and you try and Flash Worm for the win. Let's get 1 more blocker down. 6 life is not very many life. Dead to, like, any haste creature or burn spell here. Yeah, that wins. I'm gonna chalk that loss up to awkward mana. Note that if I hadn't attacked with the troll that one turn, I would be at 7 instead of 6, and this wouldn't just kill me. So there's that as well. Force Negation definitely staying in this time. I think I'm going to do no changes. Them blowing up the Talisman was very rude, yeah. It meant I couldn't Doomsday plus Gush on the same turn to win the game. I had to Gush to cast the Doomsday and take a whole other turn to do it. What would you cut, Bill? Last time I cut Force Negation. I could cut the Planisphere, but then you're cutting a blue card for the Force Negation. Death? Death has been great. Of the threats my opponent played, the only one that I actually like the removal spell against is the turn 1 Ragavan. So I'd be cutting Planisphere, which can potentially just get in its way anyway. Could just turn to Doomsday, which is very tempting. You could put a fetch and an island in there, make it real easy to get to 0 cards. The issue is I want to play the island from my hand to Gush. Oh shit, what up? Hey, the real Wester, thanks for the sub, thanks for 47 months. The order here doesn't really matter. Gush has to be on top, or are you stupid? If the Gush wasn't on top, then we would Thundertrap Trainer and find the Gush. So I don't really think there's a way to screw that ordering up. And just for funsies. The Oracle already a win, but might as well. Alright, game 3 on the old draw. Playing around Solitude. But you can also, like, respond to the Solitude. So it's not really playing around anything. This hand might be, like, just good enough to keep. I think I'm going to send it back. I'm going to keep this one and bin the Doomsday on the draw against red-green aggro. I'm, like, skeptical about it. Whereas if I find a flash, this crab might be sweet. This Ragavan exiles Oracle. I'm gonna be so mad. Swamp has entered the exile zone. Okay, phew. I don't have to be mad. Pyrite Spellbomb, Knowing the last card of our library is kind of cute with Demonic Consultation. If we wanted to get that Doomsday. This is an odd Force of Negation, but warranted, I think. Sure. Darkslick Shores has entered the exile zone. What about this Shelldock Isle? Well, the Ragavan exiling is getting me closer to Shelldock. Demonic could, of course, get me there the fastest. One's got 2 cards in hand. Time Walk? Unfortunate. Fuck. Well, at least we're not just dead immediately. Limdal's Vault entered the exile zone. I just cast in Limdal's? Sure. Probably find Minskin Boo for the win next turn. Don't love it. We always have a YOLO. We do indeed. I'm going to Ritual and then Cycle, and that'll get me to 20 cards, and I can activate Shelldock, Flashing Crab, steal whatever they put on top of their library, and potentially Time Walk. So they did tutor for Minskin Boo. The opponent's 3 is scary now because we whipped on the Time Walk, and so the Comet's just like threatening to fucking fire off extra turns. Kind of an awkward spot because I don't want the Ragavan to hit me, but I feel like if you don't take some loyalty off this Comet, then the Comet is very likely to kill you, right? But the damage equal to the number of loyalties, the 4 or 5, you would lose to 4, 5, 6, or 3. Like, you would only win on a 1 or 2 if you just pass here. Whereas if you attack the Comet, then the 4 or 5 no longer kill you, right? Because it'd be at 3. So it'd be 3 damage, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. I think we're supposed to play towards that. Cycle Minsc and Boo to kill Ragavan. Yeah, that might have been fine. They did hit damage and went face. If I'm them, I kind of like hitting the Minsc and Boo, because then they would just have to send a single squirrel to clear it. They're leaving the Minsc. Exiled Worldspine Worm. I might have considered activating Relic for serving too. When you're only 3 damage shy. Oh, they're tapping for mana. That's a bad sign. Name Sticker Goblin. Or they're just casting the the fucking worm. I mean, that's hilarious. Pause. 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 Now that's a trophy, I tell you what. That's a trophy right there. Whew. Passes Oracle, I'm telling you. That's a fucked up card.